remember in church.
Yeah.
I used to bully you.
Yeah, you used to put me
And
in a
it wasn't
headlock.
because I liked you. I actually
No,
was just like,
no,
go away.
I know.
Yeah, remember?
So we used to actually purposely come up to you.
I know, I remember.
To
and be like, hey, what's going on
yeah,
in your life?
Yeah, what's going on? Have you got a girlfriend? But it wasn't because any of us were interested. It was just...
you're just nosy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd tell you to
you
go
weren't
away.
giving away anything, and then you'll just put us in a headlock, wipe half of our makeup off, and then run out of church. We're the Aleshes. I'm Leonie.
And I'm Baba.
Each week we're going to be chatting all about parenting.
And when it was better, then
or now.
You didn't have to get involved in my line. That's my line.
I think it would be really nice actually just to talk about why we're doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And
why are we doing this podcast?
I think it's just because we were talking about our childhood.
Yeah.
And us parenting now, and then realise that actually this is something that we've got a lot to say on.
Yeah.
And exploring some of the topics have been absolutely hilarious.
It is, yeah. It's looking back at how we were raised.
Yeah.
And what we experienced as children versus how we are as parents now.
Yeah.
And what's changed.
Yeah.
What was good then. What's good now. What's better now.
Yeah.
Like, was it better back then? Was it better now? I always say old school is the best. I feel like the world reached its peak in the 90s.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Everything was better.
But I agree because I was born in
yeah, but you're 90s. Like what
1990.
Oh, boo.
Hey.
You're a proper 90s baby.
Yeah, like
I'm
full
an
on.
80s.
Well, just about.
No, not what you mean just about. 1986.
Yeah.
Not just
okay,
about.
Right,
Man was inside. Not just about. Everything, but I experienced the full 90s. You like grew up, like you realised, oh, Fresh Prince. I was just like, from conception, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
True. No, so I feel like I came like in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe when it was just dying down.
You're 2000. You're millennial.
Yeah.
I'm as well, but.
Am I millennial?
I can't say the word. Say it.
Millennial.
Say it, go on.
Millennial.
I'm so aff.
Yeah.
Millennial.
It's
like when I say, what's the word I say? That's a favourite.
Favourite.
Yeah, you're my favourite. I know all my
the children say like that.
Drama school teachers must be shaking their head when I talk.
Yeah, like we taught you better than that.
We taught you way better. You know how to speak like received pronunciation. Yeah. It's favourite.
Okay, well you know how to say it then.
Yeah, but when you know lazy, we talk lazy Londoners.
Yeah. We chill.
Favourite and Crips. Instead of
Chris, that what Jamaicans say, Crips.
You say Crips?
Yeah, when we was growing up, bring me a Crips. And we were proud of it.
I'm thinking of a John.
Yeah, no, do it. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just gonna take the mick out of Jamaicans. I love taking the mick out of Jamaicans.
Goodness me, you're gonna hear a lot of that on this podcast. A lot.
It's because you guys are hilarious, man.
You love us, really.
Of course, I'm married a Jamaican.
And all your friends are 90% of your friends.
99.9% of my friends
are Jamaicans. I think you should have been Jamaican and I should have been Nigerian.
Yes. No, that I agree with.
Yeah.
Definitely with you being Nigerian. I don't know about me being Jamaican. I probably would be in jail right now. And not because of no stereotype. No. Because I'm just because wild.
You would think being Jamaican is this and it's just like, no.
I'd be
we're just here.
Every day. For no reason.
Unprovoked.
I'd have a megaphone just to be
like, yeah. Go to it. Where I'm from, it's actually...
Can we pause?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
So I'm from a really dangerous part of Jamaica. When you live there, it's not dangerous.
Okay.
You're safe. It's cool. Children play. Families are good. Like, you have...
Yeah, it's always overhyped.
Yeah. But of course, for people that are from outside of what they call the garrisons, it's like the dangerous parts.
You're from Tivoli
Gardens.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's hardly any greenery. We don't have greenery. It's not, like...
Well, you do have greenery. If you know what I'm talking about. Come on, you walked into that one, pardon.
The greenery has a purpose. So the greenery has a purpose. So it's basically like a concrete jungle.
Okay.
So there's like high-rise buildings, like obviously houses as well. People do really well. They have their own businesses, locally.
It's its own community, like an estate, but it really
exactly.
is its own
and it's
village.
quite big. So we don't have much greenery. But where my grandma was from was Seaview Gardens, and we spent a lot of time there as well. But there's a lot more greenery surrounded by like the sea and stuff like that.
That's the name and all that. Yeah. But just overall, like when you came here.
Yeah.
But for me, I didn't migrate over here. I didn't. My mum did. My mum and my dad. And obviously, grew up. Well, born in Hackney, then moved to Tottenham. Yeah. When I was like, I want to say around like 10 or something like that, and then it was just Tottenham, Wood Green. Yeah. Just the borough of Harrogate all throughout like my life. And I didn't even know you. Well, I only knew you in secondary school.
Secondary school, yeah.
We bucked up in secondary school, and I was obviously I'm not looking at. I'm 4 years ahead of you.
Yeah, so in school that was like that was not happening.
But I do remember your face and stuff like that. Yeah. Especially because you ended up coming to our church. But what I love about your life is your Jamaican life. Yeah. Which with people, the misconception over here is that when you were people back home have a lesser, are less fortunate than us over here. But your life is more middle class than ours over here. So
I think
explain that, because you did some great things. Well, not great things, but you had a different type of upbringing.
We did. I think what we should do is delve into a bit about playtime this episode.
Okay, just go and switch up on what I was talking about.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna go into it.
And it makes sense. No wonder our son is mad posh.
Yeah. I taught him well. So, all right, I'll say this. Right, when you're there, you don't know that. Okay, this is elite level activities that I'm doing right now, because it's just the norm. And because we weren't particularly, rich, or we didn't have a lot of money. I mean, we were fine. We weren't starving, but we didn't have like a, top sort of like level lifestyle.
But what was some of the things you did?
Some of the things that we did. So
there we go.
One of my favourite things, but it was also scary, was jumping gullies. Yeah.
Okay, explain.
Do you know what that is?
Explain for the audience what gully is.
I don't know what it would be called here.
It's like a big drain.
Yeah, but it's like alright.
But it runs
through the community, and it's would it be called a lake here, or like a lake?
No, this not a lake.
It's not a lake. Some of them have water
lake.
in.
Yeah, but it's not a lake. It's like a drainage.
Yeah, it is. It is drainage, to be fair. But some of them are wide, and some of them are quite narrow.
But
the
you
wide
guys used to jump it.
Yeah, we used to jump them. So that's how a lot of people would train, like the Olympics and stuff. They would, seriously, that's how they recognise that they've got a talent for it. So I was the first girl of 6 boys of the grandchildren. So I only had boys to follow anyway. So that's what they were into, like jumping gullies and stuff. So I would go with them and I would jump the gullies. Bear in mind, this can take you all over the community. And we'll be gone for hours.
Isn't it dangerous?
Yeah, of course it's dangerous, because if you fall in, you're falling into drainage, basically. So it might, some of it might be weak, might just be
so you
like
have
mud.
One shot.
Yeah. yeah. And you know what? No one ever fell in. No one ever fell in.
Yeah.
Not that I know of anyway. I wasn't there when anyone fell in. Yeah.
So, okay.
So we'll do that. And then we were all, so when we're at my grandma's, it's actually near like a river bank.
Yep.
And there were like crabs, crocodiles. Yeah.
The crab part I get. That's lovely.
But crocodiles lived in the, I suppose it's a seabed that was there. Yeah. Crocodiles. So we would go crabbing, Yeah, and we'll collect the crabs.
And whilst there's crocodiles in there.
Yeah, but you don't know if they're there because I suppose they're underneath, but they could come out at any time.
Yeah, they're waiting for people to put their foot in, and that's.
But do you know? Do you know the funny thing about crocodiles?
Tell us the funny thing about crocodiles. I really want to hear this.
So they're actually more scared of you than you are of them.
A crocodile is more scared of you.
Yeah, they're more likely to run away.
A crocodile is... let's just establish this now.
Yeah.
A crocodile is more likely to run away from me.
Yes.
Then, okay.
Yes.
All right. We've learned... We're all learning something new now. I think they're scared of Jamaicans. I don't think they're scared of the
in
average
other countries,
Joe.
they're not scared.
I think Jamaicans scare them.
Yeah. Well, we had this thing of... If one chases you, run because they can't run fast enough to. They can't run.
Carry on.
They can't run fast enough to catch you, which was really good. And plus, they would have to climb. They would have to climb the.
They have to climb.
Yeah, the seabed thing because we're going down to go crabbing. Anyway, we'll go down. We'll collect the crabs, right? And then we'll take them home and cook them.
That's right. That's what you do.
Yeah. But obviously, our parents would cook them.
Now, get to the bit where I'm getting to, which is all the posh activities that you did.
Okay, so we did jumping gullies, crabbing, and then I used to ride ponies. Yeah, I loved it.
You used to ride ponies?
Yeah, so my dad actually nicknamed me Pony because I loved riding ponies. Right. So his friend used to have like a horse riding stadium thing. Okay. It was actually a stadium, so that's where the horse races used to happen.
Your dad's friend had a stadium.
Yeah, in Jamaica. Yeah.
Continue.
And I used to go there. So now I'm thinking back, I was probably the person testing the ponies to see if they were strong, if their backs were strong enough. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I used to go pony riding.
Do you know how much that costs over here?
I know. I've inquired.
You had a rich life.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. And my dad loved taking us there. Yeah. He loved it. I do want to get our children to do pony riding.
Well, remember, we inquired to take you there horse riding. Yeah. And then they told me the price.
How much it was. Yeah.
And I said, you don't need to do this, son.
We might be back.
There's no need for you to. You know what I'm saying? I'll teach you how to ride a bike, but a horse is... when you're not auditioning for Game of Thrones or something.
Equestrian, is that what it's
I think that's what they're called. But you know me, I don't know the names. I'll just call you Horse Rider. That's it.
When we played out back in the day... Yeah. Our parents were at home, like cooking, cleaning.
That's very true.
Hanging out with their friends, washing, doing all the different. We were gone for hours, and in Jamaica, it's different because my granddad was well known in the community.
He sold weed.
So, no, he didn't. He didn't. He was actually a carpenter, so everyone came to him. Everyone came to him to make their beds and wardrobes and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah. And we'd sit there like playing with the sawdust and feeding him sawdust cake. And he really was patient.
It's annoying with children when they keep when they're in that. Oh, I'm making you something.
And he'll be like, oh, it's so nice.
Annoying.
Yeah.
And they won't stop. You gotta be like, yeah. And then, like, after the 200th time. It's like, yo, can you get out of my face? I'm not trying to eat this stupid ass clay cake that you've made for me. I don't like it. I remember when I did that to Judah.
Oh my god!
Oh, that was the funniest thing ever.
What did you?
Remember, he tried to give me like some type of make believe food.
Oh my goodness!
And he did it bare times, and I was just like, "It's enough. I'm full now." And then he was just like,
"Yeah, I dropped it on the floor, like,
just start bawling.
I give up."
Give up with this guy.
Yeah, I'm
never impressing him.
Never making you anything ever again. Honestly,
I think children crying is the funniest thing.
It is.
Have you seen when children cry like toddlers?
Yeah. It's like 0 to 100.
Yeah, 0 to 100. I think it's so funny. No, remember with our son?
Yeah.
When he was just like, "Oh, how did I do at football?" And he was terrible. And I was just like...
No, he was like, what do you rate me?
Out of 10. And I was just like, well, sorry, son, it was a 1.
Yeah.
And he was just like... I swear, I had to turn around and hide my laughing.
And then I asked him, I said, why are you crying when you were gone? Because Daddy rated me a what? Listen, I am expecting Ronaldo. I'm expecting Mbappe. I'm expecting Saka behaviour.
No.
In his next football
class. But you know what it is? I think I blame that on my upbringing.
Yeah.
Honestly, my bluntness, because Nigerians are just so blunt.
Yeah.
Like I would fail a test, or let's say I do some homework. Let's say I do homework, and then I go to my mum to check it. She would look at it and be like, "What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
Like she would literally be like, "Are you stupid or something?"
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what am I sending you to school for?
Yeah, it's like, that's the one.
All these days that you spent at school,
and this is what you produce.
Yeah.
At the age of 3. My friend we doing homework. First of all,
and then when you ask for things, so when we would not do well at like our lessons and stuff, and we'll be outside. Oh, can I want a new toy and
toy.
But it's time to study your book. Because you know about
play
toys.
With these books.
Play. Yeah. Or if you want to go outside too early, that was another one. You would hear, have you read a book from morning? No. But you want to go outside, go and find a book. Yeah, that's what you'd have to do. Terrible. But I was saying, my granddad was well known in the community. So when we would get outside, because you have to clean first before you go outside, you have to bath, make sure you're fresh, because when people see you out in the community, you're a reflection of your family. But we could go far. So we could go like, so think of our town now where we live. We could be in like the towns outside as well of our town. Wow. But people knew your family. So you could branch out. You could go really far. You could play really far. You could be out for hours and then come back and be absolutely fine.
Can't do that over here, boy. Nah. We have sex offenders. Ever heard of that?
It's a different time. Yeah.
They take your children. It's not funny, but
it's not funny, but
I couldn't dare dream.
Nah.
Like the time back then.
We don't even let our children play out.
We don't even let our children spend.
They don't even go out the front. Yeah.
You know when like other parents come around and they're like, "Oh, don't worry, we look after him."
Yeah, and it's just no, you won't.
You think I'm leaving my job with you?
Nah.
I don't care who you are.
No.
I'm there.
My child stays with me.
Or we're coming with you.
Or we're coming, yeah. Like, we'll go together. Yeah.
It's such a different time.